All right, there we go. We're live, y'all. Haha. Okay, welcome everybody to part 8 of building the Lego SS United States. I'm not going to pick it up this time because it is officially too heavy for me to do that. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, like I was saying, welcome back to part 8 of building the Lego SS United States live here at YouTube. And oh wow, we already got Millie in. Welcome to the stream, Millie, as always. I'm at the dentist. Dang, you're watching this from the dentist? Again, Millie, you just prove time and time again just how much of a dedicated viewer you are. That is crazy that you're watching this at the dentist. In which case, I would say don't watch the stream then and focus on your dentist appointment. But I mean, it's always good to get the viewership, but if you're at a dentist appointment, you should focus at the dentist appointment, if you know what I mean. But anyways, last week we had a very, very successful stream. I'd say one of the most successful ones we've had in quite a while. And oh, by the way, y'all, does my mic work all right? Because I was having some problems with getting it to work on a test I did a couple minutes ago. So does it work all right? Similar to last stream quality of the mic? All right, I'll wait for that reply. But anyway, last week, yes? All right, that's good to know, Amelia. All right, so the mic works. So last week, we extended the hall by about this much, quite a lot. And we, of course, constructed the first funnel. The second funnel will be just a rinse and repeat, copy and paste of this. But it was really important last week that we got the shape of it down. Now, across the course of the week, I've actually realized a design issue with this. Not really an issue, but more of an oversight that I did last stream. And that is on the real SS United States funnels. This mic is poking my neck now. But on the real SS United States, the funnels actually had a fin, like a flat sort of aerodynamic fin in the trailing edge of them. Now that was supposed to help with the SS United States aerodynamic plan form, and on its younger, actually older sister, yes, the SS America, when she was initially built, her funnels were very, very short, the short kings of all funnels. And they put these fins on with the thought that the updraft of the ship moving would be enough for the smoke to clear the deck. That unfortunately was not the case, and instead, the entire stern got covered in oil and all kinds of grease and grime, and that wasn't great. So they switched out the funnels and everything was great, but they kept that design feature on the SS United States to help with the aerodynamic planform, and I realized that I have not added it to the funnels. Now, I've really no idea how I'm going to be able, because the funnel sits at an angle, but the fin is pretty much level with the horizon line, like pretty much 90 degrees on, I don't know what you'd call it, but say the funnel's at this angle and the fin is like this. Now, if I was to do it on Lego, I can't really see any way that would be possible. Oh, Brady! Welcome to the stream, Brady. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Mr. Brady Lane. By the way, guys, before we begin the construction, I'd like to inform you guys that today will be a much shorter stream by about an hour. So I'll be signing off at around 7, a little after 7-ish. And the reason is because, oh, welcome to the stream notification. Good to see you. But as I was just saying, the reason I'm not going to be able to continue the stream all the way up until 8 today is because, well, ships are not my main interest. Neither are trains, but also aerospace. And I would like to clarify that when I say aerospace, and I've had this issue in other live streams, when I say aerospace, I do not mean rocketry but I mean heavier than air vehicles. So planes is also included in the category, but planes are not the main reason why I am ending the stream earlier today. It is because today, if you've been keeping up with the space news, is the supposed launch date for SpaceX's Starship Flight 9. And I really want to see it live. Unfortunately, I'm not in Texas right now, so I can't watch it in person, but live is pretty dang close to it. So I was originally thinking of watching it maybe on stream, but instead I'm just gonna end the stream and watch it with my family. That sounds like a way better idea here. So yeah, there's the reason why I'm going to be ending the stream a little bit short today, but with that being said, let's get on with the building. So, as always, we're going to start with our main goals for this stream, which are going to be to fully integrate the funnel into the final structure, because at the moment it's simply resting on top of the superstructure. It's been like that for a week just because I really like the way it looks. I mean, come on. You have to agree with that. That looks badass right there. So, anyway, we're going to be fully connecting it to the superstructure and building the top deck around it. I don't think we're gonna get around to the lifeboats, unfortunately, this stream, but we'll see. We'll see how much we'll be able to get done within the hour. Slightly less than an hour at this point. But let's get the camera switched around and get started. All right. So, since when did I have such little space here? It's actually kind of crazy. Been cleaning up my recording areas recently, reorganizing things and such. So, a bit of a mess around me right now. You guys can't see it, but I can very much see it and feel it. So hopefully it won't be annoying for the remainder of the stream. Oh, and also I unfortunately do not have the iPad with me to look at images since it is currently out of order. So we're going to have to stick with the computer for the time being until I can figure out what's going on with the iPad that I usually use. Which also unfortunately means that I will not be able to read your guys' chats as often as I would like. So I might forgive me if I might answer you guys' chat a bit later after you send them. Anyway, so we're taking a look at the SS United States top-down view. Using the computer is also much more annoying than the iPad because I can't just switch through I can't just switch through already saved images very quickly. I have to search them up individually, which is pretty annoying. There's no very good... Maybe if I do bird's eye view. Bird's eye view might do the trick. Might give Google the right prompt. United. I didn't even put states. That's maybe why. States. I'll still do bird's eye view, though. View. Okay. Let's see. Should we use... Let's filter through these together, shall we, chat? So we could use this one of the SS United States while she is in Philly. She, unfortunately, isn't in Philly anymore. I'm not going to get into that as to save myself from a lot of sadness. Alright, so let's see. I mean, using this image isn't actually bad. We might as well just go with this image. Chat, what do y'all think? Ooh, that's something to know for the second funnel. The little area for the oil and exhaust to come out of is slightly backwards, towards the middle of the funnel as compared to the front funnel. So that's something to keep in mind for when we get to that second funnel. But I think we should just use this, but dang. I mean, I know this is the SS United States after she's been stripped down of most of her commodities, but her deck still looks super clean. I mean, look at that. Clean of any cluttered, certainly not like the Lusitania or the Queen Mary, which was just made a decade prior, that had all these different vents to let air down into the ship. But here, the SS United States did have vents, but they were mounted on the sides of walls instead. So just the moving air would sort of slide in through the grates there. So, I mean, again, super clean looking, but we're just going to use this image. Here, let me quickly check the chat to see. Oh, hey, George! You finally made it to the stream! You've been absent for the past ones. How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. You're all good, George. But hey, good to see you again. Mr. George 58 RG. Alright, so let's take a look. I'll keep that open there. I'll let you guys see what I'm doing here, and I'll just be looking back and forth. First, drink of water. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Very delicious. And let's begin. So, looks like the funnel's pretty significantly behind the bridge. Taking a look at this. Let me grab a plate. The best way I do of eyeballing this is just you taking a plate and measuring the studs away from each object on the screen and then translating them into into Lego. I know, a very interesting way of doing things, but it's pretty convenient if you ask me. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much 6 on the dot. 6 and like 1/8 studs, I think. And so compare that right there. A little before this thing, so about pretty much this entire plate's worth of distance away from the bridge. So like back here is where the funnel will go. Yeah, that seems about right. Chat, what do y'all think? Is that proportional? I think that's pretty all right. From the front of the bridge to the very tip of the funnel, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so I'll keep this plate here as a future reference. Wow, that looks cursed with this straight up funnel. All right, but it won't be straight up for much longer. I'll remove the funnel for now. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it there for scaling purposes. Put that right there. All right. So let me grab my bricks, my bricky doos. If there's anyone in here who remembers that reference from a couple of years ago. I doubt there's anyone who's been following me for that long, but if you have, some fan service for you. Hee hee. Right, we need a sand green now. Looks like this little deck does continue for quite a bit on the real thing, so we'll just keep that going throughout. Let me check chat real quick. Oh, welcome to the stream, I Like Trees. And George has already been going to work here. Good job, George, taking care of I Like Trees. Okay. That's actually kind of crazy. Should I count that as I Like Trees' second strike? What do you think, I Like Trees? Again, guys, sorry if I'm not very prompt with reading the chat, because I have, of course, that open on the computer. I can't just look at the iPad anymore, so I have that. Or, actually, I could just look at my phone screen. I'm actually very much didn't think of that. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. Alright, so I remember we had this issue last time, guys, but I can't for the life of me remember whether or not I ordered sand green 2x4s and they just never arrived, or if I ordered them at all. Welcome to the stream, Desmond Watson. Good to see you. Ugh. I'm going to have to move this mic. It's poking in my neck, and it's uncomfortable, and I don't like it. There. And if the mic dies again on this stream, I have another one right next to me that I can switch out instantly. So if the mic dies out randomly, guys, and the audio starts going out of whack, please let me know so I can fix it expeditiously. Only... Oh, no! That's not good. What do? Well, mostly the videos on my channel, you'll see, will include talking about countries, train videos, space videos, ship videos, and plane videos. Right now, I'm building the Lego SS United States ocean liner out of Lego, a mock that I've been building for the past 3 months. 3 months? Almost 4 months, yeah. Okay. So here we'll just... Let's just use up the final 2x3s. Whatever. I'll order more sand green. We have enough to last hopefully until then. I do not want to hold off any more streams like I did in the poor month of March. That was a very dark times of no sand green. Yeah, thank you, Desmond Watson. Yeah, it's all my YouTube logo. Shout out to George here in chat, the wonderful moderator who helped me design that logo. It really is a fire logo. Thank you, George, for helping me out with that. I really do need more 2x. To use 2x2s, but I don't think that's going to be the greatest idea. Unless we use some 1x2s. We should save them, actually. Never mind. We could just use 2x3s. I mean 1x3s in place of the 2x3s. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. Get some more 1x3s. Put those there. Then I'll get some more. Put those up here. Let's actually extend... Actually, no. Let's not. Let's hold off on doing the spine up there for now until we're ready to start shaping out the area for the funnel. No. Okay. Didn't go under the shelf. So that's good. Put those there. Oh, actually, we don't need that there. We can save brick. That's awesome. I don't have a brick separator. Thank goodness I have a giant bin of them over here. You know what? Just this once, I'm going to use a dark azure one. Because who actually cares? These are cool. Hey, welcome to the stream, John Williams. Nice to see you back in here again. That piece is not connecting and is making me very annoyed. It didn't connect at all. Oh, it's because this brick wasn't pressed down all the way. Hello? Oh. It's because this plate is hanging here. We gotta fix that. Actually, wait. Is it? Yeah, it is. No, it's slightly higher. What? What is going on here? That is some confusionation going on there. Oh well. It's fine, I guess. Let's press on. See, it's not connecting to those studs very well. Not very flush, and now that can't connect to that stud. I'm going over on this side and sitting here. Oh no, wait, no, it is connecting. Except this. Pushing out too high. I need to get one of those Lego hammers, honestly, guys. That would actually be really useful for a situation like this. Like one of those special Lego hammers. They're not made by Lego, but you can get some off Amazon, and I'm thinking about doing that for next stream, which will happen, once again, next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome to the stream, Lego Buildo. Hoping you'll be joining us for the remainder of the stream. Now, let's see, that goes there, and the funnel will start right there. Yep. That is where the funnel shall be. Let me just take a look at this from afar. See how it looks proportionately from a distance. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, no, we got it, chat. We got it, absolutely. Thanks for that awesome message, George. I'm going to pin that because it is just that goated. There we go. All right. I'll lay down some more white bricks there. I'm thinking about what's going to happen when this thing gets so long that it will no longer be able to fit on this shelf. Or within the space given of the live streaming area. I'll have to come up with a solution what to do with that then. Because I could just move all these random coats that you guys see in the intro and outro of every live stream. That would be probably the best and easiest fix. That is not connecting quite right again. There we go. This piano bench over here is very, very useful. So I can sit here and work on this side of the muck. Might have to extend the hull, actually, a little bit, guys. We might just do that. Because I would like to have this side with at least one white brick. Let's do that real quick. We got time. About 30 minutes, but should be enough. Yeah, the space is already running out here. So, let's move the camera there. Move that out of the way. And continue using up the red bag that we opened last stream. Okay, that should be enough hull extension for the time being. Forgot. We actually need to add a support beam there. because every couple of bricks, we always put a support beam there for support. Mind-blowing, I know. Not long enough. This one is long enough. Very, very kind of this brick to be long enough. Ugh. We seem to be all out of 1x pieces from last week's funnel construction. Oh, never mind, actually. We have that one. Hopefully we can find another one for the other side of the support, though. That would actually be very much nice. Alright, well, a 1x2 does the job just as well, and so does a 2x2 in this scenario. Now we gotta fill up that section with some filler brick, of course. No, but that brick, that's not filler brick, that's a white brick. We need that. Move it under there. Uh-oh. Maybe like this? Yeah. That works. I'm just gonna do it like this. Some advanced Lego gymnastics are being performed here. I'm gonna have to raise the ship up here. Place those under there. And there we go. No, that's a good place for a 2x4, not a 2x6. Because we need that area for more overlap. We can do that. That looks nice. Even though that'll most likely never be seen again. There we are. And now we whip out the black bag, which is slowly but surely starting losing more and more of its black parts as time goes on. Now, there were about 500 of these black 2x4s when we started, all the way back in February. I wonder how many we're down to by now. I'll keep it there for now to build up the rest of the spine. Needs to be a strong spine. Very, very strong spine. Indeed. Now we need a 2x4 filler. Do we have such a thing? I do wonder. Oh, we do. Nice. Oh, no! Interesting that I used most of these vibrant yellow pieces for the Britannic mock last year. Any of y'all were around here for that? You guys can go back and watch it, though, because I didn't do streams yet. The build streams are something I started doing this year for this ship vote. But I didn't do it last year. Last year I still did the short updates. Thinking I should still keep doing them, because I have a video of me introducing the ship update in front of the actual SS United States while she was in Philly. Hoping I could use that, but by now it seems a bit late, I would say so. Alright, alright. Hey, we got Millie back in the stream. Looks really good so far. Thank you for that positive comment, Millie. Always greatly appreciated. Now, oh yeah, we just built up the spine. Let's continue with the black part. Alright, there's the black part. Very well and very much extended so that we may continue building up the white part to integrate the funnel. Alright, now we need some nice white plate to go there, of which we acquired quite an abundance from last stream. Quite an abundance of, I should say. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Muy bueno. Okay, that's not going down. It's not great. Is that a very interesting way that worked? That piece is weird. Alright. Welcome to the stream, Elena Litchfield. Good to see you. Oh wow, look at that, guys. Our bag of white bricks is slowly but surely almost completely depleted. Hopefully we'll have enough, but if not, you could always order more. I mean, the way I order them, I get them really freaking cheap, so it shouldn't be too hard to obtain. Where's the brick separator? Where's the brick separator? Did I leave it on this side? I did. That wasn't very awesome of me. Not very awesome sauce. Can I build a Lego Queen Mary next? Ah, well, you see, I'm already one step ahead. You see, 2 years ago, I built the Lego Queen Mary mock. I'll go up here on the shelf and bring it up from behind the Lego Britannic mock for you to see if you want. Well, not if you want. I'm not giving much of a choice, looks like, because I'm already doing it, but okay. Oh, dang, forgot how poorly constructed this is. Alright. Get a better hold of it. Don't want to drop it. But if I was to drop it, the time would be on stream. But there you go. The Lego Queen Mary. In Lego form, in the flesh for you, Elena Litchfield. Alright, let's get this back up here and nicely situated without breaking too much of it off. Here, oh no! Welp, I seem to have eaten my words. What? That is unfortunate. I lost a piece. Oh, I don't know what I lost, but we'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out later. But there you go. The Lego Queen Mary mock. So. Oh, sorry, my mic muted again. That's seems to be a recurring problem nowadays. Anyway, back to building the SS United States, the current ship mock. Interestingly enough, the Queen Mary was actually quite problematic once you go farther into its design history. For example, she was extremely top heavy, and if not for her boilers, she would have been a big swayer. Not that she wasn't already, because she was notoriously known. She was notorious for rocking, even in the calmest of seas. The Queen Mary was, to the point where people playing squash or tennis on the deck, their balls would curve very irregularly because of the ship's rocking. So that's quite interesting that it got to that point. A lot of the players playing on it actually developed quote unquote new techniques to utilize the ship's rocking to hit better shots. Very interesting stuff going down with the Queen Mary. Okay. Now we just need to build up the sand green deck. We can just put a brick there, little plate there to have a nice, much flatter surface there. Just put that plate there. Fun fact, the SS United States was the fastest ship in the world. Indeed. Very much indeed, Elena Litchfield. She still is to this day. Ever since her decommissioning in 1967 or 69, she has upheld the blue ribbon for the past 50 years. Quite impressive. I'm going to put that there. Maybe put a little plate underneath or a couple plates underneath it, actually, for some extra support on that little assembly I just made there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait. I'm gonna need more plate there? Are you kidding me? Okay, I'll just put that plate there. It'll be fine enough. And place that there. Actually, it might be better to do this instead. All right, so now hear me right now? Am I still muted, Millie? Hold up. Hear me right now? Am I still muted, Millie? What is going on here? Hold up. Ugh, put that there. No? Okay, thank goodness. But yes, I guess, was I muted when I talked about where'd that girl go? Was I muted at that point already? No? Okay, well in that case, I'll just quickly go over again my thoughts on that song. It's all right, I guess. I mean, I've never been that big of a Morgan Wallen fan. I actually just listened to it earlier today, but I guess it's sort of catchy. But I don't know. I don't think it's his best song ever, but it's all right. I think my favorites of his are definitely I Had Some Help and Love Somebody. Those are probably my top Morgan Wallen songs. That looks not right. I'm not going to do the 2x2s for that deck on second thought. Oh, 6:41. There's 20 minutes left in stream. Hopefully we'll be able to get the funnel integrated by then. But I think I'm just going to keep using the 1x3s. No, I'll put one more 2x2 there. It's fine if we use that. Just put that there. No, I got that song stuck in my head. That's awesome. Where'd that girl go? Love Somebody is so good. I know. I sometimes find myself listening to that a little more often than I would like to. Because it's a really nice song. I do enjoy Love Somebody. Okay, so I think the game plan for the deck is then I'll order some more sand green. All right, chat. Hopefully I'll have it in hand by next week, but no promises because we all know how sand green is on Bricklink and how it loves to take its time to get here. So we leave that part unfinished and just leave it at that. Okay. Let's add more of the upper deck now. That's a very nice piece to use. It's not width useful. No, it's not. But this one, that one is, so we're not going to use that. This one, I think, is even better because it interlocks. Yes. That one doesn't. So we shall use this one instead. No, we won't either. We'll use that on the other side. No, it doesn't work there either. That doesn't work. Does this work? It does. That doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Oh, yeah. Ooh, now this should work. It doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Can I get a 1x8 somewhere? Please, pretty please. Yay! That's very nice. Now I need another one. Oh, wow. Got one instantly. That's also very nice. There. Okay, so now the funnel is going to start pretty much right about there. Yes. Oh, wait. I'm just going to take some more looks over here on the real SS United States. Oh, okay. I see now. I see things now. Huh. What do I? No, I do. Huh. That's curious. That is very much curious. I'm going to just side view. United States side view. Okay. Let me take a look at this. Ooh, Ocean Liner Designs. Just what is needed. Landon's Bricks! Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've seen you. I remember you from either part 5 or part 6. Sorry I missed some live streams, but I've been working on my city. That's all good, Landon. Ugh. Working on your city is very important. So important that I have not done it in the past long time. I'll get around to it. I promise soon, and I'll make a city update about it on my second channel. No, I don't want the SS America. I want the SS United States. Speaking of... Oh, wait. Any tips for curing sunburns? I got a really good one. So, if you're sunburned, if I'm sunburned, I usually take some aloe vera. Yeah, exactly. Landon's got it. Some aloe vera and just rub it all over my skin. It really helps with the sunburn, I found. That's awesome. Magnifying. Yes, make it very tiny when I asked you to magnify it. Wow. You're not going to give it to me full screen either, are you? Wow, that's great. Oh, that's a bit better, I guess. That's... Oh my gosh, this is very not cooperative. Now I can't leave? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Close that tab. That's a weird one. Side view in Philly, because all these side views are with lifeboats and I need it without, so I can know how to make that deck. You got that order that you told me about? Nice. Nice, Landon. Hey, do you have any tips of how to make a really big ship like Britannic? Well, first of all, you need a pretty healthy budget, I would say, to order large quantities of parts and order extra parts if you need it. Because, like, with the example you gave, I've built the Britannic last year, so I'd say I have pretty good experience with that particular ship. But what I did with that is that I actually didn't order that many white bricks off the bat. I ordered like 200, and then I slowly added on, like, week by week, 100. But back then I got most of my bricks from third-party, like, in-person stores, like Bricks and Minifigs. So they weren't in the best condition, but they were really dang cheap. And since I've found other ways of getting brick for super cheap, such as second-party Amazon Chinese sites, I found that they have like 50% reliability. But anyway, oh, okay, so it is this dustal overhang. All right, I found what I was looking for, but anyway, still explaining. So what I would do is it all depends on what scale you're building in. I will say that if you're going for a really huge scale, like maybe 1/250th, which is around the scale of my Britannic, or even larger, 1/60th, then I would just buy a ton of bricks off the bat and then just keep working with that as it goes. I'm gonna need to take that part off and move that there instead. So hopefully those are some good enough tips for you, Helena, on how to make a big Lego ship. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you to clarify if it is a Lego ship or something of a ship made of some other material. I assume you mean Lego though. Long pieces and make it strong but hollow. Yeah, those Technic bricks. Technic is really good for building really strong structures. I don't really find myself using it that much, as I have explained to you in the live stream, which I can't remember which exact live stream it was where you came in first, but whichever one it was. Yeah. Well, I think we should pretty much just put the funnel in there so I can start building around it. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Elena. Again, I'd be more than happy to answer you guys' questions if you guys have any. So please leave them down in the chat if you got them. I'm gonna need one of those angling hinges. It's complicated but strong. Yes. Oh my. Almost dropped it, but yes, that is the best way to describe anything Technic. Complicated but strong. Kind of like the US government. This piece seems a little bit worn out, but that's fine. Hurts your fingers? Yeah. I've only built a couple of Technic sets in my time. But especially if you make a mistake and you have to go back, oh, the pain is real. Let me get another side view to see how big the tilt of the funnels actually is. So let's see. So it's the tilt of the funnel. Seems to be, I clicked on the wrong image. There we go. All right. Ooh, starting to run a little bit low on time here. Hopefully we'll get things done in the next 10 minutes or so. Let's see here. So an angle like it actually seems to be a pretty slight angle. Let's see. Ouch. Hurt myself. Oh, okay. See, no, that's too much of an angle. Right. That angle with a plate right below it. I have a model of the USS Fort Saul aircraft carrier. I've never heard of that specific aircraft carrier. Is it like is it a single deck carrier? Fort Stall, or are you talking about the Gerald R. Ford? Because I can see how that can be a typo. I think we're pretty safe putting the funnel like right there, putting a little layer of brick underneath it there. Yeah. Sorry for the lack of commentary for that little period of time. Kind of locked in there for a second. Is the alloy supposed to burn your skin when you first put it on? Well, if you're sunburned and you put the alloy, it might feel a little uncomfortable and a bit stingy at times, but if that's what you mean, then yes, it is supposed to. But if it feels like it's burning your skin, then that doesn't sound quite right, Millie. Yes? Oh, okay, so I guess I was right. Alright. I have to go. See you soon. Alright, I'll see you later, Landon's Bricks. Hope to see you next stream. Same time, same day, next week. I'll see you later, Landon. Where's my little measuring thing? There. So the funnel will go right there. Nice. See if I can find a nice little 1x2 somewhere here in the area. I did. That's very nice. Is my mic still working all right, by the way, y'all? Just making sure that it hasn't died yet, because I don't really have a good way of knowing. Let me actually remove these two because I found this giant piece. Yeah, we're going to need to use that piece because it seems to be way too long to be a support beam inside of the skeleton. There we go. Can I build a Lego USS Resonator? Probably not a full scale, but I could try doing it in micro scale and make it like a short if you want, Elena. I'm going to remember this. I'll see what I can do before next stream. See if I can get it built in micro scale by the time next stream rolls around. I've actually never heard of the USS Resonator. Let me just search up a picture of it real quick. Just so I know. Ah, nice. A Nox class frigate class. The mic's working? Alright, thanks, Millie. Oh, length is only 400 feet. In that case, I could try building a full-scale one. Like in the scale of my Lego Queen Mary mock compared to that. I think it could work out nicely, actually. I've been thinking for a while to do like a double ship vote in the past streams, and I think this is a great excuse to do it. Alright then. I guess that's it. I'm building the Lego USS Resonator as a two-parter for this year's 2025 ship vote. Very well, Elena. I'll get right on it after the stream is done. Alright, but back to the SS United States. Let's see here. We'll put that there. Now that's more or less the angle that the funnel will sit at. And I think it's good. There we go. It is now officially attached to the model. Alright. Now we're just going to build up the stuff around it. And, sorry, excuse me. Fill up the area around it, make it look nice. And then we shall end the stream because we're going to be going a little bit overtime here, it looks like. All right. Let's see here. Okay. That's not good. Not good. All right, that's better. Sorry, my computer tweaked out for a little bit. This set fake? What do you mean? Like this? Well, you're right. It's not a real set because it is a mock, scared German. Why am I ending the stream early? Because today is the launch of SpaceX Starship Flight 9, and I don't want to miss it. I'm going to watch it live with my family around 7:30. If you want, y'all, I can leave a link in the description if y'all want to watch the launch of it. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm ending the stream earlier. How it going? Pretty good, Giorgio. We got the funnel in. We just got to build around it, and we'll be done for the day. This is amazing. Thank you for your kind words, Kim Hamilton. Can I leave a link? Yeah. Just give me a sec. I'll get the link for y'all. I'll link it to NASA space flights coverage of it. Does that sound good with y'all? Let me just get the link. Copy. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just going to put it in the chat and then pin it. And if you guys press that link, it will take you to NASA space flights coverage of it. All right, there you go. If you guys are interested in watching SpaceX Starship's Flight 9 tonight, it's going to launch at around 7:30. Might get hold or potentially scrub, but all we can do is hope for the best. Right, chat? Why did I bring this box over here? I have no idea. Put those two there. No one place those there like that. Uh-oh. And that went under the shelf. That's awesome. Link doesn't seem to be working. It should work, hopefully, but try it again and let me know. I'll see if I can try to fix it. Put that there. Actually, no, wait. We can't put that there. Switch back to the view, the bird's eye view. I do really hope we can get this part done, chat, before it's time for me to end the stream. Because at the same time, I don't want to miss that launch. I don't want to miss it at all. Ooh, that area looks like it needs more plate, which I do not have, unfortunately. A mock? Yes, this is a mock, Scared German. Building it for the past 3 months live here on YouTube with you guys, you lovely viewers. Alright, okay. I'm gonna grab this piece. I think before we can continue, though, I'm gonna need more bricks. It seems like that is actually going to be the case, unfortunately. Put that there. Welcome to the stream, Shadow. Nice to see you. Imagine it sinks. Well, for the real SS United States, that seems like that might be the case. But again, I'm not going to discuss it anymore on this channel because it's going to make me too sad. Did I build it freehand? Yes, I did. Looking just on the pictures over there on my computer. Just eyeballing the dimensions and hopefully getting it right. Just good old trial and error. I don't know if I should be putting those those plates there, though. Not sure if I should be, because, yeah, that part is covered by... Yeah, looks like we actually don't need those plates and bricks there, because there needs to be more white area in that place. White area, I mean, superstructure. White area is crazy. 24 minutes till launches? Alright, thanks, Millie. I'll be ending the stream shortly. I just want to see how much we can manage to squeeze out of here before it's time for me to leave. Let's see, we need a 1x6, looks like? Yeah, we do. right there, according to the image I have over here. Yeah, I think so. And we'll put a plate there too. Uh-oh. Oh, and some filler brick while we're at it. That area needs some filler brick. Okay. Can you tell that I'm kind of rushing now, guys? Because I am. I'm trying to get this done quick so I can watch Starship Flight 9. Okay, now we can put that there. Very, very nice. Now, looks like we're going to need maybe a corner piece there. I don't know if I have a corner piece, but a corner piece would be actually very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Unfortunately, it does not seem. It does seem to be the case. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. That is incredible. Oh, actually, that looks like it needs to be a 1x8, but don't have any more of those. Okay, I gotta slow down, Chad. I'm rushing too much. It's fine if I miss the next 20 minutes of launch countdown. That, though, looks like it needs a plate underneath it. Perfect. Found a nice plate for it right there. Now we'll just need to do that. Do the same for the other side. Hopefully I find another corner piece. I do really hope I have another corner piece. I don't know if I'll be able to do it without it. Please tell me I have one. Please, please, please. Tell me I have the corner tile. Oh, there's one over here. Nice. All right then, we're set, Chet. Let me just find a nice filler brick to use. That's a pretty, no, can't use a red piece. We need those. What is that piece? Not something I will use. Fine, I'll just use a white piece. It's fine. Absolutely fine. And we also can't forget about the plate. Actually, no, not use that plate. But we will use this plate. Okay. There we go. Now, you can actually put that there like that. Nice. We can finish that area around the back there in the next stream next week. Okay. Probably gonna end the stream in a few minutes now, because that's really all we kind of needed to do. Really. Ooh. I just saw a very good piece for this section. See if I can find it again. Aha! I did find it. This piece would actually be very useful in that area. I doubt I'll be able to find another one in here on stream. But I'll see if I can find one for the other side before next stream. Hopefully by next stream. Well, I'm not going to waste any more time looking for it, but just so you know, we have that there. And you know what, chat? I think that's going to be it for today's stream. We'll finish off the rest of the superstructure. I mean, not the superstructure. The top deck in the next stream next week on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. But for now, that's going to be it, you guys. Thank you, everyone who tuned into the stream. It was always been such a pleasure meeting and talking with you guys. Of course, building this behemoth on stream is always a pleasure to do. Thank you to everyone who moderated for the stream. So Millie, George, everyone who joined in. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you guys in next week's stream. But for now, that's going to be it for me. And until the next live stream or video or short, whatever, this is going to be goodbye.